Hey, hello everyone, and welcome to FIU's information session for the fully online Master of Science in Engineering Management. We appreciate the time that you have set aside to be with us today. And if you're here, it is because you are considering a very big step in your career, which is no easy task. But we hope that after this session, you'll have all the information that you need to decide if this is the right program for you. So what we're going to do now is play a short video about one of our most recent accomplishments that we are very proud of here at FIU. So here it goes. It's to load.
Ford International will be a different university in order that it may be a better university.
Now, just to give a little bit of context to this big accomplishment, there are over 800 four-year public universities in the United States. So this is a very big milestone for us here. And we're not stopping here. Our next goal is to be a top 30 institution here in the US. So this is going to be our agenda for today. You're going to meet your support team. We will then talk a little bit about FIU and FIU Online. And then we're going to dive into the program details and courses. Then we're going to show you what personalized services will be available to you. And then we will talk about tuition, scholarship, and financial aid information, followed by all the steps that you'll need to follow through admissions and applications. Towards the end, we're going to leave some time to answer any questions that you may still have. Now, keep in mind that we are going to cover a lot of information today, but you will get this presentation via email so you can easily access it. So this is your support team. My name is Adriana Bernal, and I am part of the FIU online team. I am your host for today, and it is my pleasure to introduce to you Dr. Oscar Sáenz. Dr. Sáenz, can you introduce yourselves to our prospects?
Hello, everyone. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Glad to be here this day. Thank you, Adriana, for hosting this event. We will be here to answer your questions, of course, that you may have. You can ask questions in the chat or just by unmuting yourself later. I am the current interim director of the Enterprise and Logistics Engineering unit. And the online engineering management, Master of Engineering Management, in one of the programs that we manage here. So, as I said, glad to be here and look forward to your questions.
Great. Thank you, Dr. Sáenz. Next, we have Ryan Alfaro. Ryan, can you introduce yourself to the group?
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Adriana. My name is Ryan Alfaro. I'm the college recruiter here for the Division of External Programs, which assists the Enterprise and Logistics Engineering Department in managing the degree programs. You'll get emails between myself and Jasmine, who will introduce herself next. But we're here to help you in setting up your application for review. Dr. Sáenz is one of the individuals who sits on our committee to review applications, and we're in constant contact with Dr. Sáenz. So if you have any questions, please feel free to send them my way, Jasmine's way, or Dr. Sáenz's way.
Next, we have Jasmine.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. As Ryan said, we're here to kind of give you support throughout the application process. I'll discuss more about it later, but any questions, you can feel free to reach out to us.
And next, we have Janessa.
Hi, everyone. My name is Janessa. I'm a senior success coach here at FIU Online. We'll get a little bit into how I'll be here to support you throughout your journey, but we're really excited that you're here and welcome.
Thank you all. Let's talk a little bit about FIU. So, FIU strives for academic excellence and exceptional return on investment. And we have mastered the art of catering to working professionals such as yourselves with our on-campus programs, as well as with our online programs, such as this one. Not only that, we know online education. FIU Online has been around for over 25 years, and we offer over 120 undergraduate and graduate programs. What's even better is that we are ranked #1 in Quality Matters certified courses. And what that means for you as a student is that you'll be taking courses that have been thoroughly peer-reviewed and certified to be of the highest standard. Okay, let's talk about the good stuff now. The engineering management program. Here is a brief summary of this program. As mentioned, this is a fully online program. It is 30 credits or 10 courses. The courses are 8 weeks long, and the next start date is this fall, which starts in August 25th. If the fall doesn't seem feasible to some of you right now, the following start date will be spring, which is January 2026. So just keep that in mind. Now, there are 2 ways to complete this program. You can do it full-time or part-time. So if you decide to do this program full-time, it'll take you 12 months. But if you decide to do it part-time, it will be 24 months. Okay, so what is engineering management? So now I will pass it on to Dr. Science to speak about what engineering management is, and then we'll get into the program details. Dr. Science?
Oh, hi. As Adriana is clearly show here in this presentation, you have the definition there there is an association of American Association for Engineering Management, and it defines as engineering management as the art and science of planning, organizing, allocating resources, directing, controlling activities that have a technological component. And let me get out of the definition and tell you this. This is exactly why engineering management is so important today, because today every process, I will have to think hard to think about an exception. Every process has a technological component nowadays. So that's why engineering management is so relevant, because it combines both. It combines the managerial aspects, the kind of industrial engineering aspects, and then you will have the opportunity to delve into more detailed engineering aspects of related to engineering management. So you will be equipped with this set of competencies around engineering and management. This combination is very valuable today. That's also another very interesting way to see engineering management, how we are seated in the middle of the pure general management, let's say the MBAs, and the pure engineering degrees, electrical, computer, mechanical, civil engineering. We're in the middle because we cover aspects of management. Yes, we cover cost, total quality management, project management, but you have the opportunity to go deeper into classes as enterprise engineering and learn about enterprise systems, or learning about forecasting techniques and revenue management and things like that. So this is part of let's say, the differentiation of this program.
Thank you, Dr. Science. And here is, I think we go more into depth here about what engineering management is.
Yes, the curriculum that I think Adriana will show you later is made up of different topics that you deal with. Let's say leadership for engineers, for technical people. You deal with finances, a finance for engineers class. You deal with technology-related courses. So all this comprehensive view of management through the lens of the technical aspects of it is that makes the program so useful and so in demand. So we have more than 100 students, if I recall correctly, 130 students in both modalities. Oh, do you want me to go ahead and talk about the curriculum, Adriana?
Yes, let's go ahead and talk about the courses.
Yes, the courses are divided in those three groups. We call them core courses, which are more industrial engineering type of courses. Total quality management, advanced project management, and industrial financial decision. Those three are related to the first one, to this combination of how quality pervades the whole organization, from suppliers to customers, and of course, all the business processes that manufacture and deliver the product or services. Project management, a very important subject. You have project management in every industry, because projects are the only way in which companies make progress, make changes. Changes are not done, big changes are not done through everyday operations. Everyday operations produce the same every day with the best possible quality, yes. But it's through projects that we progress, that we grow, that we add technology, that we add systems. Financial decisions, of course, how to use numbers, quantitatively making financial decisions based on financial statements. Well, the other group, business courses, are not really business courses. They are oriented toward technical people. Business law. The full name of that course is Business Law for Engineers and Entrepreneurs. So it's related to you guys. It's oriented towards people that want to understand how law can help you to create your own business. We are thinking about an option. So in case it's necessary, we will include this Management of Innovation and Technology course, and then we have the Technological Marketing for Engineers course, and the Technical Leadership for Engineers course. We call those three business courses. And then we have the last set of courses. Those are the ones that I mentioned. You go deeper into technical aspects, engineering, data representation, and modeling. You will learn about databases, about data analytics for decision making, SQL, relational databases. The enterprise engineering course, you will learn there about the enterprise system. The one that we use is SAP, the market leader in enterprise systems. A big system that integrates many functions in an organization. Forecasting and demand management, that's revenue management, the demand management part, and forecasting techniques, because that's the only way to plan ahead for the right volume, the right level of activity of your company. And then the last one, applications of operations research, is related to mathematical models that help you to make better decisions, optimizing in terms of minimizing costs or maximizing revenues. And I will stop here, but if you have any questions, I can tell you more about those courses.
Thank you, Dr. Saenz. It seems like this is the perfect MBA for engineers. Now, you're going to have two options, two ways to finish this program if you decide to become a student. There is the part-time course schedule, and on this slide, you can kind of see the breakdown of what that will look like for you if you go part-time. And then if you decide to go full-time, which will be in a year, this slide here provides you with an idea of what each semester will look like. Again, we will go ahead and email you this presentation, so there's no need to take screenshots or to write anything down. Okay, now very important in engineering and in many other professions is just having certifications. So Dr. Saenz, can you talk a little bit about how this program prepare students for the certifications listed here?
Yes, thanks, Adriana. Some students, some professionals, um, they want to get some certifications for some reasons related to their work or for changing for one job to another, or for some other personal reason, they may need a certification. So our program will prepare you for quality certifications and project management certifications. The quality certifications that we have there are related to quality process analysis and Lean Six Sigma. You can easily get, very, very easily, I would say, the Six Sigma yellow belt after passing the total quality management course. And if you are really into that subject, into that field, you can get the more advanced certification level, the green belt or the black belt. Black belt is recommended for industrial engineers, people who know simulation and design of experiments, but you can get the green belt, the yellow belt very easily. I have a student that got the black belt after finishing this total quality management course. If you are more a project-oriented person, there are two certifications that you can try to get. Again, I would say very easily you can get the Certified Associate in Project Management. That one does not require experience, just the knowledge that you will get in the advanced project management class. That class covers the project management body of knowledge required in those two certifications, project management certifications, the PMBOK, project management body of knowledge. The PMP, you can get it after 3+ years of experience in the field. Yeah, that's it.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay, now as a student of this program, you are going to have a success coach, which will be Janessa, and I will pass it on to her to provide you the different services that you'll be able to receive as a student and with her as your support person.
Thank you. So we understand that everybody is starting this journey at different points in their life, whether it's coming straight out of a bachelor's, coming back after a long time, maybe never even doing a fully online program before. So my goal and what I'm really here is to ensure you have what you need to be successful while you're here. So how that works and how that looks is once you are admitted into the university, you will be assigned me as your success coach, and we'll just get to know each other. We'll have conversations. I'll call you, check in, and see how you're doing. And my main goal is to ensure that you have what you need so that you're concentrating on what's most important to you. We love to say that success coaching is not a one size fits all. So that's why these conversations are so important to get to know you, to learn about your goals and your aspirations, and be able to help you bridge any gaps, maybe connecting you to resources that you need or may not even know are available to you, help with time management, and even some study approaches. Whatever the case may be, we're really here to just support you every step of the way to get you to the end goal. So I know that sounds a little vague in theory right now, but once you are admitted and once we get those conversations going, that's where that one-on-one personal assistance really comes through.
Thank you so much, Janessa. All right, so we actually have a very special guest with us today, Felix Virto. He is a graduate of this program, and he's here to give us and all of you kind of a picture of what it was like for him to be a student, and most importantly, how this program helped him as a professional. Felix, thank you so much for being with us today. Can you introduce yourselves to our prospects?
Absolutely, and my pleasure. Thank you for allowing me to speak and share what I've experienced here at FIU. As Adriana mentioned, my name is Felix Virto, currently Director of Operations for Blue Streak Telecommunications, headquartered here in Miami. At the time I took this program, which we were just joking about prior to the call, going to 8 years now. Years ago, my career was in hitting supernova. I'd hit the pinnacle of that particular role and progressing fairly quickly into where I am now. But unfortunately, I say fortunately and unfortunately. Unfortunately, my father had passed away. My mother was ill, had cancer. I had to relocate from North Carolina to Florida to support my mother while working my career, while taking care of 3 children. And at the same time, I knew that I'd hit a ceiling, so to speak, without having the additional tools necessary to proceed to executive leadership. I entertained multiple universities. I looked at the traditional route. I looked at the online route. And frankly speaking, I didn't think it was time for me to go back in time and place my entire life on hold just to obtain a degree so that I can continue in my career. I was able to find a program that at that time, 8 years ago, mind you, was able to provide me with the tools that I needed in order to propel my career to the next step, while at the same time managing my career going supernova, supporting 3 children at the time that were getting ready to go into college themselves, and taking care of my mother while she was going through radiation and chemotherapy and dealing with my father's estate. So, we could throw something else in there if you'd want, but I think that was enough for
Amazing.
one man to handle at the
Yes.
time. So,
That was quite a lot, but no,
that
thank you.
was
Thank you
quite a
for
lot.
sharing that, your experience. I mean, it just goes to show that being able to take an online degree, not just any online degree, it has to be a degree that is of very good quality, is possible,
Right.
despite what you may be going through in your personal life. Felix, when did you decide? Like, what was the decision process like for you?
Well, I had actually been accepted to several schools on the traditional route, and I looked at the online program primarily because, let's face it, in today's day and time, for us to pursue a degree when we're trying to work through a career, manage our lives the way we are, this isn't 1980. We're in the 21st century. We need to start thinking and receiving educational implements that actually support our career growth in the fashion that we work in every other aspect of our lives. I mean, everything is here, right? Why not continue on in that same vein? And that's exactly what I was seeing back then, 8 years ago. And best decision I've ever made was to do this program because as Dr. Saenz mentioned before, it has all of the attributes of an MBA program while at the same time getting all of the Masters of Engineering requirements, right, put together. So by doing so, you yourself become a consultant, so to speak, within your own organization that helps to bridge the gap between the engineering world, where we're trained by virtue of our quantitative ability and what we've learned prior to eliminate the gray in life, right? Where, as we all know from a business world, revenue thrives in the gray. We're able to try to project it as best we can, but the greater the risk, the greater the reward. So, and we're all chasing that same cheaper, better, faster triangle, right? You can't have all three. But with this particular program, I was able to find the sweet spot so that I can actually give dissemination of information to every aspect of my organization, whether it was operations, logistics, finance, the PMO organization, and tie it all together with the reporting skills that you would pick up in this particular program, whether it be SQL related or database related or cloud-based platforms that are available that you could be able to learn from and grow with. Simple things like Power BI, being able to tie all of those pieces together so that you serve as the information and communications conduit for financial information and technical information for your entire organization. And frankly speaking, that's what brought me to this program, is because I saw the value in it and I put the pieces of the puzzle there together where I'm not looking for just a CAPM or a PMP or getting my Six Sigma black belt. Those are just, it's the cherry on your hot fudge sundae of your master's program. You leave here with the ability to obtain those certifications more readily and in an environment where you can not only take those particular certifications and apply them to your daily principles and work, but at the same time serve as the conduit with everything you've learned for the rest of your organization to manage process ecosystems and fixing broken processes using as-is and to-be modeling and IDEF modeling. The simple things that we learned way back in Engineering 101, but now applied with business principles to show value. Because that is the biggest gap. Engineering, perfection, high quality engineering, what's it going to cost us, right? And what's shareholder value going to look like? You are the bridge with this program. By using this particular program, you become that bridge for your organization, and extremely valuable.
That is
So-
great. Thank you,
Yeah.
Felix. It's what you're explaining. It's like this is a very comprehensive program that kind of touches upon all of these needs that are, and they're ever changing too. So, thank you for sharing that information with us. Now, I'm interested to know, and this is something that I like to ask graduates. So, I know that during the time that you took this program, you were going through challenges, but for those folks who are wondering, well, how am I going to do this? You know, what is my day going to look like? So can you provide kind of like a flashback of what your day was like as a student from the moment you woke up, let's say?
Absolutely. From the moment I woke up, very first thing I would attempt to do is take care of myself, right? So that I could stay focused, right? Mind, body, spirit, right? So you eat a healthy breakfast, go to the gym, then go to work, right? You work your full day, right? And in the evenings, you would attend courses. Now, there were multiple avenues you could take, and there's the flexibility in this program that other programs do not have. And it takes communication with the program leadership that you find on this call, on this particular Zoom call, that will help you get there. So if you have a change or a pivot in your life, they're here to support you through it, because their goal is to get you to having that goal with them, right? You don't just receive a diploma, you become a Panther. There's a different story, right? And for me, it was very simple. I would structure my day, and part of being in our roles, right, is we have to be able to manage our time. So you employ your time, and you can't be 100% of the time. You have only 100% to give. You can't be 100 plus 100 plus 100 plus 100. So that's 400%. There's only 100% of you. So you have to take and structure your workday so that you devote what proportion of your time during that period of time, and it's going to ebb and flow, is going to be beneficial to you for this program at that time. Whether it's your child is sick, okay, you can make up that other time through other periods, right? Through other cycles. But the key is that the more you structure your time and become and invest in yourself through better time management and quality management, the more efficient you'll become at exercising your goals and achieving them. So executing is the key, right? And you have to have that planned out as well. But yeah, to me, it was about time management.
Beautifully said, beautifully said. Felix, thank you so much for providing all of that insight. It's truly an inspiring story, and we're happy and glad that you were able to start, finish, and now look at you here.
Paying it forward.
Exactly. Paying it forward. Thank you, Felix.
My pleasure.
So just to piggyback a little bit, we were talking about jobs, about the benefits of this program. This is just some information straight out of the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. So the need for engineering managers is growing. It is projected to continue to grow up to 2033. And as you can see here, an engineering manager, the median annual salary, it's $167,000. If you decide to move up, it is director of engineering with a median salary of around $136,000 with potential to exceed $180,000. And if you want to keep on going, there's C-level executive salaries that range from $234,000 to over $700,000. So I know this numbers seem big, but all of that to say that you as a professional want to make yourself more valuable and more marketable to employers. So this is something that this program can provide for you. Okay, so now let's talk about the tuition for this program. So the cost for the program is $25,000. It is for a total of 30 credits. Now keep in mind that what you have to pay at a time depends on how many courses you take at a time. Now you will have access to our scholarships portal, which is fiu.academicworks.com. And what we recommend that you do is that you set some time aside to review the different scholarships available on this site to see if you meet the criteria for any of them. It is a little bit time consuming, but nonetheless, it's worth setting some time to kind of go through all of these scholarships. Now, FIU Online offers 3 scholarships. They are very competitive, as our most scholarships out there. We have the Corporate and Community Scholarship for $2,000, and this is for employees of organizations which are making an impact in our communities and industries. We also have the Academic Merit Scholarship for $2,000, and this is for select students with high academic achievements who exhibit strong academic credentials. Now, the last FIU Online Scholarship is for $1,000, and this is for limited students who may be challenged with hardships. So again, we encourage you to visit this site. FIU Online has awarded over $200,000 scholarships within the last 3 years to over 100 students. Now, we added tuition reimbursement here because it is worth having a conversation with your direct leader or with your HR representative about the opportunity or the assistance that you may be eligible for this program. Not only that, from my personal experience, it's always a good conversation to have with your leader about growing as a professional. It's gonna look good for you, and it puts you like in a positive light in front of your leader. So we encourage you to have that conversation and see what assistance is available for you. Now, as a student, you will also have access to financial aid. You'll be able to apply for financial aid. And on this slide, you have all of the information that you'll need once you're ready to apply. Just 2 things to keep in mind. You'll have to apply 2 months prior to the term that you wish to start. And you're going to need your tax documents from 2023. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so this is the admission and application slide. There is a lot of information here. As I've stated before, you're going to get this presentation via email, but I will go ahead and pass it on to Jasmine, who will be your go-to person through this journey.
Thank you, Adriana. So as I mentioned earlier, I'm the application coordinator, so I help you throughout this application process. And as Adriana mentioned, there is going to be a lot of information, but I do like to mention that it is not needed for you to submit the application. This is kind of the section where I would come to play and I can assist you in letting you know what documents are needed to complete your application. But just to keep in mind, the documents that we typically do request are going to be your transcripts. If you have completed your schooling in another country whose main language is not English or just international in general, they will also request for official transcript translations if it's needed, and a proof of degree, as well as an English proficiency exam. Again, this can get confusing, so that's why I'm saying you don't have to worry about that. I'm here to help you throughout these steps and letting you know what is needed. Something they will be looking at, though your application will be viewed holistically, is your bachelor's degree, as well as your upper level GPA, and that's calculated once the application has been submitted. So again, I will let you know what is needed. The optional, and we typically encourage this depending again on your GPA, would be letters of recommendation, your resume, and statement of purpose. You don't need these to apply, so I will let you know if we suggest to submit them or not.
Perfect. Thank you, Jasmine. And just something to keep in mind is that you don't have to have all of these documents to apply. You can go ahead and get started with your application and, save it, exit, go on with your life, come back. So just keep that in mind so that it doesn't feel so overwhelming. Okay, so we will cover your application fee. These are the steps that you'll need to follow once you apply. You're going to select the pay by check option once you complete and submit the application. And then after you do that, you can contact us at the email listed here to confirm that you submitted the application, and just make sure that you include your application number and your Panther ID. Okay, so we have reached the point of Q&A. So at this time, we want to hear from you and answer any questions that you may still have. You can do so on the chat, or you can also unmute and, camera if you prefer. We're here to answer any questions. So let's see what questions come in. Nick, this is great. I love your comment to Felix. Felix, you see, you have touched someone today, and we're glad that Felix's experience kind of gave you that cherry on top, as was mentioned earlier, to kind of take the next step.
Yeah, my pleasure. I'm glad I was able to provide some insight. Thank you for listening.
A few more minutes. I think we did pretty well with all of the information that we provided, so that's a good sign. Here's the question. Is there any flexibility in the curriculum for transfer credits? And could this be something that, Jasmine, you can help out with transfer credits?
So with transfer credits, it's up to, were you gonna say something, Dr. Sines?
Maybe the same thing that you were going to say. Yes, we accept credits from other graduate credits from other institutions, accredited institutions, up to 6 credits, I think, if I am not mistaken. You can correct me, Jasmine. That is 2 courses. If they have to be equivalent to our courses in the curriculum. You will need to send us your transcripts, of course, but also in case the course has a different name, it will help you send us the syllabus of that course.
Perfect. Isabella, we hope that answered your question. You're welcome.
Well, that is a good question too from Nick. First of all, yes, we accept people from different backgrounds, engineers, scientists, business people, logistics people, supply chain people. I have had students from criminal justice in engineering management. The curriculum is fixed. When you ask here what engineering core undergraduate classes are required to apply, okay, I understand your question now. So the curriculum of the program, the master's program, is fixed. We offer 10 courses. That's it. The same 10 courses for everyone. As long as you have a bachelor degree in a STEM field or a business field, you will be okay. If you ask me, it will be nice. It will make your life easier if you have a class in statistics. Yeah, that doesn't mean that you have to be an expert in statistics, but it will help you. We will give you the background that you need in each class, but it will help you a little if you have some statistics background, some basic probability and statistics class.
Nick?
I want to say also thank you to Felix. That was a nice, very nice, very pushing testimony that you graduated from here, and Felix has we don't have any influence on whatever he's going to say here, but it was nice. I was asking him when he graduated. I wasn't here yet. So I didn't have the pleasure of working with him. But I want to say something else about now that Felix mentioned all his experience. When you apply, it says the resume is not required. It's optional, but it helps, especially if for some reason you are close to the 3.0 GPA requirement. You are in the 3.9-ish, but if you have a resume that highlights your experience, you have 2, 3, 4 years of work experience, that may be interesting for us to have you in our classes to share with the other students, because you will have projects in our classes and you will work in teams. So we want people with experience too, not only a good academic, that is very welcome, of course. A good GPA is very welcome. But in case you are struggling with close to the 3.0 mark, please send us your resume and highlight all your experience.
So don't be discouraged if you're like right there on the edge. We see you holistically as a student, not just as, a number. That's not how we are here at FIU. So we have a question from Ruben about the in-person Master of Science and Engineering Management. And let's see, researching.
So
Oops.
yes, can I take the question?
Of course.
Yes, we have an equivalent Master of Science in Engineering Management in person. That's the main difference, right? That you don't have the flexibility, the asynchronous option. Asynchronous meaning you can study in your own time. You can decide on your schedule within the term. There will be deadlines, of course, for assignments, for projects, for exams, for quizzes, but you don't have to attend classes in person. That is one of the main features of the program that help people like Phyllis, that was working and balancing life and work and family and personal situations that makes commuting an issue. But yes, we do have an equivalent degree in person, in case you are interested.
And
The other question that I see here, we only have a Master of Science in Engineering Management. We don't have this Masters in Engineering Management. It's a Master of Science. It is offered by the College of Engineering. So all our, except one degree in construction management, all the other degrees are Master of Science Engineering Management. And I'd be mistaken, but let me focus on our program. That is the one that I know. The math requirement, we need you to know your algebra. We do not require calculus as a prereq on the classes. In case, let's say I make a demonstration of some models, I explain the needed calculus for that specific demonstration, because we want you to know where things are coming from. We don't give you a cooking recipe. There is no such things in decision making. The same model can be very well applied in one situation and be very badly suited for another situation. So this is what you will learn to distinguish when this tool is applicable for what situation, for what context. So we teach you the statistics and the mathematical background of things, but we focus on using your analytical skills for decision making. The program is not focused on hard math, right? If you want hard math, yes, you can choose another pure engineering degree in mechanical, electric, or industrial engineering at another university. Yes, you can do that. Our program focuses on using analytics, using data for decision making. It's database decision making. We will teach you how to use software. For example, I use a software called Minitab in my total quality management class. With that software, all the burden of the number crunching is taken out of the equation, and the number crunching is done by the software. But you do need to learn what to input in the software and how to interpret the output of that software and how to use it for decision making. That's the important part. I hope I answered your question, Mickey, but if you have any other question, please go ahead.
Righty. Great. All right, everyone. So we are practically at the end of the presentation. We're going to email this slide deck to you, which will have all of the contact information that you need. Thank you so much for joining us today. And we hope that you have all of the information that you need now for that next step. If you do have questions, which can happen later on when you're home, please don't hesitate to email. The email is here on this slide, and there's also a phone number. We're here and ready to help you with any questions that you may have. But I'd like to thank you for your time again, and have a fabulous... Oh, yes, Dr. Science.
I think Mark, before we leave, Mark has a question about coming to register in person or not. What campus should I come to? We are in the main campus, FIU main campus. I am in the Engineering Center, which is in 107 Avenue and the intersection with Flagler Street. You can send us an email and we can see you in person if you need to. You can do the registration. Once you are admitted into the program, you can register by yourself online. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We will register you. We will register you. You just need to let us know if you want to the 1 year or the 2 year option. In theory, you don't have to come for registration. We will be happy to meet with you if you need to talk to us.
I just wanted to add, so since this program is lockstep, like Dr. Sines said, registration is very simple because there is a form you will go ahead and fill up if you get admitted into the program. And that's where you'll select whether you want to do full-time or part-time, and that's how you get enrolled in courses.
Jasmine, for that.
Thank you, guys.
Right. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.
Thank you, Felix.
Thank you for joining
Thank
us.
Thank you for joining us.
Pause up, everybody.
Pause up.